Hi YouTube, I go on lots of different walks around Surrey looking for wildlife and other things, things like fossils and minerals or anything really, but I see so much wildlife that I thought it'd be really nice to kind of involve you all and show you some of the things that I see. So this is the first peacock butterfly of the year that I've seen. Must be fresh out of its chrysalis. It's got really crisp wings, and I saw it like sunning itself quite a lot. And then fluttering around. So mainly in these videos I'll be looking for reptiles and amphibians. So you might have seen other videos on YouTube called herping videos, because the word herptile basically just means reptile and amphibian. So I'll probably be trying to make these herping videos, but the simple fact is that you don't always see reptiles and amphibians. Quite often you end up seeing other wildlife while you're looking for them. So that was an oak egger caterpillar you just saw. Not as big as they get much bigger than that. Okay, this is the lizard. Can you see it? This is our viviparous lizard. There it is. So as I was filming this one, later on I actually hear a rustle behind me, and there's another one as well, which is quite unusual for me to see like two at the same time anyway. So normally with these guys, if you've ever seen them, normally what happens is if they catch you, if they see a slight movement, they just run. This was the middle of the day, so it was actually really quite hot, and I was quite a long way away from it, which is why the camera's so shaky, I'm afraid. But I managed to get it, which is the main thing. So quite a lot of you might have just kind of heard a rustle as you walk past a kind of sunny bank or something on a bit of heathland or something, and then a lizard you might just catch like the sight of its tail or something. That's the usual kind of way it goes with lizards. You just see a flash, a little quick bit of tail, and that's about it. So I was quite lucky to see this one. I mean, I have been able to catch them in the past, but I try not to anymore. I'm trying to just get them on film instead, you know. So this one stayed pretty still for me, really. Like at the beginning of this clip, it was actually closing his eyes quite a bit, like he was relaxing in the sun and didn't mind me being there, which is quite nice. Last year I saw sand lizards, so I'd quite like to be able to film them at some point, but you'll just have to like watch future videos and see if I manage to find any. I actually went to a place called Adder Valley while I was doing this bit of filming. I mean, I ended up walking for miles actually, but I started off in a place called Adder Valley looking for adders, and I didn't see a single one. So yeah, the viviparous lizard was all I managed to find species wise when it comes to reptiles and amphibians. But I just sat there in the sun filming this, which is quite nice. Okay, this is where I hear the rustle, so excuse the sort of blur as I zoom across to try and find it. So yeah, I was looking, I could see the lizard with my eyes, but because the camera's so zoomed in, I couldn't track where it was on the camera at first, and then I suddenly moved down, and can you see it there? Just in there, look, he's looking at me. So I think most of the time they know that they're camouflaged when they're in a bit of bush like this, and they're just kind of looking at you. They're fully aware that you're there, and as soon as you get close, they just go straight into the bush, and you know, then if you were trying to catch them, it would be pretty tricky, because this heather is really quite dense. Okay, in a second I'm going to try to get a bit close to him, and he lets me a little bit. I used to keep these as pets when I was younger, and I even had like a female that gave birth to some live young, and that was a really nice experience. But here it is. Okay, then other animals I saw. Here we go, here's a leopard slug and a flatback millipede. You can spot that just to the right of it. There is a woodlouse in there as well, but I think you've probably all seen woodlice before and know what they are, so I didn't put that in the title for this. Yeah, leopard slugs are quite interesting. I think they have an interesting kind of mating ritual where they hang down on a bit of mucus from a tree, from what I remember. Okay, wood ants. I saw a couple of wood ants nests. This is the first one. I may go back to this location at a later time in the season to see what they do to this, because you could see it was just by a log. There's no kind of big mound here yet. Quite often they obviously make a big mound, and it's very obvious. Like this next one you'll see, it's more like how you expect to see them. So you've got a sort of mound there, and I don't know if you can make out the movement yet, but as I zoom in, you'll see it's absolutely swarming with ants. So yeah, when I was a kid I used to get a long stick and make a little hole and then watch them as they kind of repair the hole. That's quite good fun, but I'm trying not to disturb things anymore. That's just the sort of thing you do when you're a kid, isn't it? Okay, here's a close-up of a patch of them. It's just like a carpet. There must be like thousands in here. So I was trying to go on a peaceful nature walk. I've left all these sounds in the background so you can hear what I could hear, because it's quite nice. But there are quite a lot of disturbances, like people walking their dogs, kids playing. They should have been at school, but they were playing. Here's a grey squirrel. Probably a lot of you feel badly about grey squirrels when it comes to wildlife, but to me they're just another animal, and all animals are nice, so I couldn't resist filming it. And yeah, as much as they don't belong in the UK, they're still nice in their own right. Okay, so yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll go on other nature walks and I'll try and put in the titles, the animals that I see. So if you want to see the video, you can have a look first to see if the animals that I actually spot are the ones that you want to see a video on. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.